bro. You can just give it some time, man. I tell people all the time, dude, give it time.
Yeah, till when?
Well, I don't know.
30?
I kind of see women are way ready to get married and settle down. Like dudes need to do a lot of stuff before they settle down. Like we're like women can be like, oh, nesting time can happen like at any point. Dudes are like, I gotta do a lot of dumb shit before I settle down.
Yeah, for real. So down the road we'll see.
Yeah, down the road, that's it.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you about the Tussle, brother.
Yeah, dude.
All the Tussle,
man. I figured it would be like the recap episode, going over So I think we got to talk about the fastest performance. I gave the wrong time slot because Collins happened so quick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that was the fastest one.
First round.
Yeah,
just his was an add-on, right? Like that second.
So
match
that
wasn't
match,
supposed to happen.
Colin originally had a opponent for MMA, and that guy pulled out 2 weeks before. And I told Colin, or maybe even 3 weeks, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna make sure you have a match on Saturday. Someone will do too. I talked to a couple kids think about it. My buddy said that I got my good buddy Alan Bowes. He brought a group of guys down from Blackheart that went with Charlie. Charlie decided to do it last minute, so I was one of his guys filled in for a Muay Thai match with Colin.
Oh, nice.
And then
the first match.
Shy from Brunson's was like, hey man, I'll do 2 today, and I went, oh, sick, because he's just a scrappy kid, and so that was Colin's second match, and he got stoppages in both, the third round body kick and then the first round rear naked choke, and that kid was on one. I was
he was mad afterwards.
Not mad, no, just focused, that. Yeah. So, were you at the last? You weren't at the last MMA tussle we did, I think, right? Okay, so do you know Anthony Evans? He's in the evening. He hasn't been in. He was in an accident recently and hasn't been in. But he's a little bit shorter than me, smaller guy, does all the MMA classes in the evening. It was funny, he and Colin had the same thing of this focus. Anthony was I'm gonna run through this guy, and I went, please keep it within my insurance. We're not trying to murder. This is competitive sparring still. Anthony went out and stopped this dude with 2 body kicks, boom. Boom! And the match was over in 30 seconds. We were all I've never seen Anthony throw a body kick. What was that? But it was Anthony's focus, where he's I'm gonna fucking do this, and I was like, yes, you are. And with Colin, he was I'm ready, and I'm like, yes, you are. He's I'm gonna win. I was like, yes, you are. And I was however you're gonna win, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's it. You allow yourself to win. And dude, Colin just really impressed me. I think that was the kind of challenge he needed.
Yeah.
Because he's had one kickboxing match, and I think he went into that a little bit too soon. He did that when he was training at a different gym.
Yeah.
So he came here, he was a 2-stripe white belt. He had the one kickboxing match, good fundamentals. But since he's come here, it's he's gone to school on preparing for a fight. And that's probably what we talk about, that preparation through our classes and how we scale it and stuff like that.
His match totally caught me off guard because he shot. I thought he was going to stay on the feet.
Dude, you can hear
strike.
It on tape, and I'm going I've never seen Colin do this.
Yeah,
and everyone's what? And I'm I've never seen him really attack for a takedown to submission. I went, okay, big bet. Hell yeah, Colin. Way to go.
Right for it. Finished him in the first round.
Right for it, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be more competitive because the other guy was also super focused, super dialed in. I saw his first match.
Yeah, and Shy, man, he's a gamer. He stopped his opponent earlier, and it was just one of those, he caught the guy clean. They just had to damn, and it was one of those damn, but Shy has that very in out, one good shot at a time. What I liked about what Colin did was his presence and composure. When you go back and watch it, you can see this whole fight unfold without strikes being thrown. When you hear me talk about pressure and presence and putting yourself in a spot where someone's uncomfortable, if you stay on the outside with Shy, he's hell yeah, in out, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
But if you just start walking him down, Colin was just inside his punch range.
Yeah.
And when Shy would circle away, Colin was switching stances and then switching back and just staying right in Shy's range. And then Shy was what the fuck? And then you could just see Colin go, all right, you're still backing up, feint, takedown. And I was damn, textbook. Learning how to win an exchange without an exchange. That footwork fight. It was, to me, that's the kind of stuff I love, man. That kind of stuff, knockouts are cool, but just seeing that kind of control of space and presence with footwork, I love that.
But what do you think Colin was doing that his first opponent wasn't? Because he also had his hands up and came forward, but he was getting caught a lot.
I think it was sometimes the other guy, a lot of people when they're new to this get in the habit of your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn.
Yeah.
And the first two, the first round was very even. Your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Second round was more my turn, my turn. Okay, you did something, my turn, my turn. Third round was all my turn for Colin.
Yeah.
And then he found that body kick on the exit. And I think it's also I think like those guys have been training about the same amount of time. Like the guy that Colin faced in his first match was really good.
Yeah, he was good.
Super solid. And I was like, whoa, this is a good test for him. But yeah, I think it's just Colin also has a lot of experience of working with southpaws. And you'll see that like if there's a gym with not that many southpaws, then like the southpaws can kind of like get ahead on people pretty easily. But like at hometown, we have so many southpaws. We have so many orthodox. We have so many switch hitters. Like we just have like this volume of strikers here. And yeah, I think that's just kind of like Colin just kind of did the right thing. You always hear me talk about I love a second and third round stoppage. Because like that first round's a feeling out. Like you get a stoppage in the first round, like that person made a mistake. I mean, yeah, you can also like attack and get the knockout. You do the right thing, but then like second, third round, he just kept doing the right thing. Of like he was like, oh man, I'm really attacking. Now I'm making an angle off this. Because sometimes Colin would like attack and then keep his lead hand in line with that guy's lead hand. Then as that second round went on, Colin was attacking, hitting the angle outside that guy's lead hand, and that made the guy turn into that body kick in the third round. Yeah, like Colin landed that same kick like 5 or 6 times, and then angle, boom. Yeah.
Wow, that's sick.
It was awesome. Yeah. Adam, like I loved. If you go back and watch, like it's really fun. I was giving Adam, like now you've gotten to meet Adam. You see, he's like outside of class, he can be very like he cracks jokes, but you see he has like this very like stern, serious side to him. And he was like, he talks about he still feels embarrassed about like getting caught on film being so animated. I was like, dude, you're having fun. Like that was the whole vibe. I think like there's like everyone was having as much fun as you were. Like everyone had fun watching you have fun. Because like, you know, and I was like, hey man, that's like the whole point of these things, like having fun. Yeah. So like it was really cool to see Adam like really coach and corner these guys. Like he liked it a lot. He said it was like easy work for him. I was like, it's supposed to be, man. Like
it was fun watching him in his element, like going into the corner.
I love watching him corner.
Yeah, he was really into it, and I think he was doing a great job, like listening to his calls. It's a lot of the same things he'll coach about in here. Just reminding us to do those same fundamentals.
Do the thing from class. Yeah. You hear me say it all the time.
Exactly, and it worked really well. Yeah. I was listening to him coach Via, and it was just like the same, because I was right there, like right behind him, so I could hear everything he was calling out. Just everything from class that he talks about. Yeah. And as soon as Via would do it, it would work. Work really well. You keep it simple, man. It gets easy to do. It really is. A lot of people try to overcomplicate this. Yeah. Speaking of Adam, what about Tall Adam? Dude, Tall Adam, the triangle. Man, he really impressed me. Like Adam, I think had the least experience as far as striking. Maybe he's a bit more experienced striking than Charlie. But yeah, dude, Tall Adam, like he did the right thing where he just stayed behind that jab and his cross. Like every time the guy would swing forward, like Adam was like turning his shoulders off and protecting his head and jabbing backwards, but I like that Adam was never taking his eyes off his opponent. And like Cassie brought that up, she was like, damn, everyone's like eye placement was like spot on. Like none of our guys took eyes off of their opponents. And Adam hitting that range, that guy was like running into jabs and crosses, and Adam was attacking the like jab to the head, cross to the stomach, cross to the head, jab to the body. And it was making that guy get stuck. And you saw that guy starting to back away a little bit. And then when Adam landed that knee along the wall, bro, like that was so textbook. Adam was like, "Oh, we do that in class all the time," and I'm like, "I know." Like, and then like the pop of the room when he got that triangle. Oh my god, bro, crazy. Yeah, absolutely nuts. I was super impressed with Adam, and he's young, man. He's like only 20, so he's. I had the guys that were there from Fight Lab, Kenny and Al. They were asking about him, and I was like, man, he's still like super green. Yeah. That's the first time I've seen him do any kind of competition with striking involved. Yeah. But like I think like later this year, like Adam would definitely be ready for his first MMA fight by like the end of the year or something like that. Yeah, I think so. Dude, absolutely. So one more year of striking, and you can see like what you mentioned last time. You can see the potential in someone before they can. Yeah. I definitely am like starting to see that with Adam and a few of the guys. Like, dude, someone that tall, that lanky, like that type of reach. If you just like do this, make this little tweak, and you adjust the way you fight like this, and just a little bit, oh my, you're gonna be a big problem. It's a big problem, dude. Making everything natural. Charlie did amazing. Like he decided to do this last minute. Like he's super new to doing MMA. The last kickboxing throwdown we did was his first striking competition, and I mean he just put a clinch clinic on, and I was like, what is this? Like everyone lost their mind. Like the pro fighter Josh was cornering him, like going absolutely nuts. I wish you were here for that. To see that much animation on Josh is like hysterical.
But then like Charlie's been kind of getting into like, okay, I think I really like striking for MMA. And he said like he feels a bit more comfortable when he knows there's grappling involved. The guy he faced was a good striker, like throwing great combinations. And I like that Charlie, his striking is like good striking for a good grappler. Like Charlie didn't need to throw volume, but he had an answer for every exchange.
Yeah.
Like every time that guy attacked, like Charlie would land a jab, or he'd land a check hook on the exit, or he'd land a body kick to interrupt.
Yeah.
You know, and then Charlie found that opening. He went strike, opening, boom. And as soon as Charlie hits the ground, he's just an assassin. Damon had 2 matches. His first match with that guy, Jacob Allen.
He was a big dude.
Big dude. Yeah, like, and that guy, and that's why I wanted, like, because, like, Damon's a handful, dude, for anybody. And so I was like, man, Damon needs, like, another test. And this guy, Jacob Allen, I had worked with him once before via my buddy Troy Swansea that was there. You know Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah, he was there to corner him.
I saw them here together one time.
Yeah. That's right. I think you came in, like, when they were leaving a session. He just, like, Troy was like, hey, man, can you help get some eyes on this guy? Because the guy wants to fight this year. He's like also 32 or 33, like Damon, has kids, full-time job.
Yeah.
But that guy has a lot of experience. He trained with the Curran brothers for a long time, so his wrestling, counter wrestling is solid, jiu-jitsu's solid. The guy had a lot of boxing experience.
Yeah.
So it was a really good test for both of them.
Yeah.
And you could see like Damon did a great job of like he was getting hit with those jabs and crosses in the first round. He was adjusting to kicks. Come second and third round, he was really starting to find his way like through the exchanges, countering, finishing the combination and staying on the guy. And then he kind of started to make the guy like not fall back, but like you could see like Damon's pressure was just on the guy the whole time. And the guy was starting to backpedal in that third, and Damon finished with that takedown that created like that big pop for the room again. You see Adams jumping up, going nuts. That dude,
crazy.
wild.
I think the atmosphere changed a bit after that. Like everyone was just so excited for the matches.
The energy in here was so good on Saturday.
Ridiculous.
Like that was, like I tell people, man, it's like I think I put up like a highlight of like a couple clips like online about like some of the pops in the room, and it was cool to see the whole room stay filled up the whole time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've done these events like, you know, people like leave and like their people leave with them, but like this time like everyone stayed to like the end. So this place was like wall to wall the whole time.
Yeah.
And the energy was just second to none, dude. These in-house events are just too much fun, dude.
Yeah, they're the best. And I remember like looking at you, you had a big smile on your face.
Oh, dude, I just love watching people fight. I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. This is
and
great.
my sister told me afterwards, like, I was watching your face, Anish, the whole time, and you just had this massive smile.
Dude, you were grinning ear to ear the whole time. Yeah, it's so funny.
I love watching fights. Yeah, it was the best. And especially when the matches are like even.
The matches were so good.
Yeah.
Talia does such a good job with the matchmaking. Like Talia runs all the spreadsheets. We always ask from gyms about like, hey, what is your experience level and stuff like that? What's this person's competition? And Talia has created her own like form system and like her own spreadsheet to like get all this information together. And so she'll kind of pull matchups together, and like she goes like, and I told her, I was like, here's what I looked for when I did matchmaking. Like you're just looking for like similar experience.
That's like the main thing. Like, what do you look for like when you matchmake?
Like how long have these people trained? Do they have competition experience? Does like one part of experience stand out over the others? Like, is this person like a legit high school wrestler? They've got limited striking and grappling. Well, I should find this person a matchup that has more of a grappling background, and they're both kind of even on the feet. So you kind of can like mix and match like what they're striking, grappling, especially for MMA. You kind of just like fill in that criteria of like where are these people all gonna fit into place at? Even looking at like ages and stuff like that. Trying to make them as even as possible. Like I never want to prepare my kid like if you win via complete blowout. It's because you did the right thing. Yeah. If your coach is like getting you wins because they're setting you up for a complete blowout because the person sucks, like that person's failing you. Like there's no easy like challenge. You know, like Damon's making his debut March 7th, but it's like he's like Daniel and Chris, the referees, were like, this guy hasn't fought yet, and I'm like, I know, right? Remember how much we sucked back in the day? We were trying to go pro, and he was like, bro, we were not that good, and I was like, fuck, I know, like. So he's really, really ready for his debut, and he's debuting against a guy who's a competitive powerlifter and an Army Combatives champion. So the guy's had like in-cage fight experience as well. Like he's fought other guys, and I'm just like, all right, like neither one of these guys have had a sanctioned MMA fight yet, but these guys have both had matches outside of their debut. So like I love that kind of stuff. Like that stuff I look for. Like I'm not gonna get Damon like a debut against some like super independent guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? What's the fucking point? Yeah. You know, his next matchup in end of March is going to be against a guy from Alliance BJJ.
Where is that at?
I don't know.
Is it
like
NC?
Alliance? I think. I don't know. I got to double check. If it's the Alliance gym from NC, I got to double check. There's a couple out there, but like I was like, all right, cool. He's an MMA fighter out of a BJJ gym.
Yeah.
Sick.
Heavy grappling.
Heavy grappling, most likely. Like Damon's a stud wrestler. He's improving his BJJ every week. His hands are coming along.
Yeah.
So it's always making sure like these guys are getting tested in like the right areas. Then I've got Damon on deck for like May 8th as well already.
What card is the end of March? Which one is that? That's not Fight For?
That's Fight For.
Oh,
well,
Fight
like March
For.
21st.
Yeah.
And then there's maybe the 28th for you
TCB.
and EK.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then nothing in April for Damon,
April. No, I'll definitely make Damon take like that month off because April 8th, like April 25th, there's the show in Richmond, Virginia, and then May 8th, the return of Fight Lab. So that the promoter and matchmaker were here, like getting names of people for that card.
Oh, they got Damon.
Yeah, like that. That's like the big master plan too with some of these like tussles is getting other promoters in here going like, tell me what you guys think about this. And like even Kenny and Al were like, oh man, like. They were like really interested in our guys. Like they were really interested in Adam, and I was like, let's give him a bit more time.
The tall Adam?
Yeah, tall. Like they really wanted him, and I was like, let's give him a bit more time. And
for
they were like,
what, May 8th?
Yeah, and they're like, really? And I was like, he's still super new to striking, and they're like, oh fuck. And I was like, I know. Yeah. I'll definitely get like Will and Zakia on that card, and Damon as well. I already have your brother's name on for that May 8th card.
Nice.
Who else from here competed?
Now, would you take someone off that card depending on their performance in March 21st on Fight For It, or no?
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. Like, I mean, the only reason you still have like time in between to like heal up and rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Damon's a really good workhorse and he likes to stay busy. So that's why I still gonna be like, hey man, you're gonna be super busy, and then we're gonna have like a month to like retune, retighten, condition, not rest, but like more like active recovery, and then fight again.
Better.
Because like Damon he's a good competitor, but like this is gonna be his first fight coming up, and just keep that ball rolling for him, you know. And I'm putting Damon on a different kind of schedule compared to the kids. The kids don't have like all the time in the world, but they can get a bit more time in between fights. Damon, I'm not trying to get him like 8 fights this year, but maybe like 4 fights this year. 5 would be good. He does really good in those performances. Then we're gonna spend another year of like, okay, maybe 2 or 3 fights, but you're preparing for 5-minute rounds. Like, you know, like Damon is just a dog. He's a great competitor. So like he's a bit older. So it's like, hey, let's get this like thing going. Like we're not guaranteeing like the UFC or PFL or Bellator, but like, dog, you could do something. You could do something really cool in a short amount of time, I think. You know, and then we got Zakia. He's gonna be making his debut on the Fight Lab card or Fight For It card.
Yep.
He had a great match. Like that kid is so slick and awkward at the same time. It's like when you see him throw strikes, like it's like that is not the cleanest strike in the book, but the habits are really good. So he just finds like awkward like times like interrupt and hit combinations, the clinch. He transitions really well from striking to grappling now, man. Now that I've seen that transition, I'm just like, bro, like his striking might not hurt you. Like if you make a mistake and you walk into a jab or a teep, like, oh, it's gonna sting.
Yeah.
His strikes are enough to like back you up a little bit. I could see him stopping someone with like knees to the body one day. He's still a kid. He's doing his conditioning and growing, but like once he hits that ground, just assassin.
Yeah.
Assassin.
He's really good at putting it together. Like
so good at putting it together, man. Yeah, dude. Like he's one of those guys where he does good at jiu-jitsu, does good at striking, but then when he's doing MMA, I'm like, oh yeah.
When he grabbed me, I was like, damn, this guy is...
he's getting like strong. He's getting strong, man.
Strong,
yeah.
Really good grip and just would not let me go. And
yeah,
that was really nice to see. So he didn't finish his guy, I think, but he dominated.
No, but he had a really tough dude from Shell Shock is who he faced. Yeah.
Oh, was it the short?
Yeah. Do you know Manny?
Dude. No, I don't know.
Okay,
he doesn't speak English though, does he?
He doesn't speak a lick of
English.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was sitting right beside Rudolph.
Yeah, and they were talking to him. The guy was going like, see, and everyone's like, fuck. Like, they couldn't. Manny didn't speak a lick of English, but that guy was tough.
He was a dog.
He was a dog. Yeah, that was a great matchup for Zakia.
Yeah, especially to prepare him for his first MMA fight. Like, that's exactly what you need.
It's exactly the kind of test that you need. And then Vihan's match, he faced. a kid from Carolina Combat Sports.
Combat,
and like those guys, like Tom and I have a really good relationship, and our guys really test each other. Like even like Tom and I have talked and like how we see martial arts differently, how like we're both very much like when guys are doing MMA, they need to be doing MMA. So like I always tell my guys like, hey man, when you guys are facing these guys from Carolina Combat Sports, like you got to be ready. Like if you make a mistake, these guys win.
Yeah.
Like that's what I love about Carolina Combat Sports. Like you got to be perfect to beat those guys.
Yeah.
And like just Vihan's like consistency of strikes, mixing it up, just did great. Yeah. Like Vihan controlled. Like Vihan turned it into a kickboxing match for a lot of those exchanges, and it would sometimes like break to wrestling just to reset it back to kickboxing. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, then people don't realize how good Vihan's wrestling and jiu-jitsu is at the end of the day either.
Yeah, I kept trying to shoot. Like,
and then Vihan was like shutting it down.
Yeah.
Yep. And then break, and like he was doing a good job of breaking off and like resetting his strikes right away, man. I really liked everyone's consistency out of here. Like when you've got only 2 or 3 minutes to compete, you got to be working every second of that. When you have a 5-minute round, you can sometimes fill in like feint, step off line, readjust. When it's like 2 or 3 minutes in a small space, like
constantly,
not getting ahead of yourself, but being constant to stay ahead of them, not ahead of yourself.
So is Carolina Combat, is that where Brian Battle is out of?
He used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not there
anymore though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there was just like a falling out after like his last like couple of weight cuts in the UFC and stuff like that. And I've seen Brian back at Hyaston and Modern Warrior.
Okay.
Name of the game, dude. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You see it at all levels. Yeah, guys go to the UFC and they leave the gym that got them there. Like, but it is what it is. I don't pry into it. I like Tom. I like Brian. So I don't try to pry into people's business.
I think I heard like that. That's where he was training at.
Yeah.
And that was a really good gym. Like,
and like old Carolina Combat Sports branched off of Hyaston. And so then Brian Battle's gone back to the original gym because I think there's just a falling out between them. And I'm just like, it happens. I don't.
What about that guy that Vic fought, Oswaldo? Is that where he trains out of?
No, Osvaldo's out of Matrix MMA in Greensboro. Yep. Yeah, those guys are like a very boxing heavy school.
Yeah.
Like everything they do is it turn into a boxing match. If you try to box those guys, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. I remember. The Pice brothers train out of there, or did for a little
while. Yeah.
And they would spar hard all the time. And then
there was someone here from. I saw someone in a Matrix shirt. I think there's a kid that cross trained there, but there's someone here.
Butterfly. His name
was Butterfly here? No.
He's been
here before.
He came to the shoebox a few times.
Yeah, like Butterfly's come by before, but I don't think he was here Saturday. But there's a guy.
Last Saturday?
Yeah, I don't think Butterfly was here.
Oh no,
yeah. No. But there was someone wearing like a Matrix shirt, so I think someone was like cross training out of there or something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And then what about the guy that Sam faced? The last guy Sam faced on Fight For It. Isn't he out of like Carolina Combat?
Xavier's out of Modern Warrior.
Modern Warrior,
yeah.
And they're all like sister gyms or something, you know. Like
they all like because Keith also started at Hyaston back in the day, and then went to open up his own gym.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because I remember like Carolina Combat. I've heard that before. I know they're a good gym.
Really good.
So it was good to see Vian against them. And who else do they have? Did they have other people that fought at the Tussle?
They had a couple guys.
I
think. Was that the only Carolina Combat Sports hometown matchup?
I think so, right?
I think so.
Because they faced other guys.
They faced other guys, yeah. And then who else competed? Damon had 2 matches. The way he stopped that dude with that knee to the chest.
Yeah.
Like that dude looked like he'd been shot by a gun. Like I was like, oh.
Yeah,
like
it looked
at first I thought like there was like a follow-up shot or something, but the guy even says like, dude, that knee hit my sternum, and like everything just stopped. And I went, bro, welcome to the dark side. Like that is like I tell people like that's one of those shots where if you watch anime and like people get hit. And you see it like slow down and like blood flies out and they're having flashbacks to like why they're in a fight. It was like one of those where it's like you get hit and like your entire life passes by and then you're like, oh fuck, and then you fall over. Yeah,
dude, the best part
it was
about
just
that,
like, but like Damon, he like helped him down. He was like, are you okay, dog? Like he's such a dad.
I was warming up Vian when that match was happening, so I didn't get to see it.
Oh man.
So right before Vian went out, I saw Damon's match was over really quick. Like I was like, dude, what happened? He's like, yeah, it's the knee that you always hit me with. I was like, perfect, bro, perfect, yeah. Because he's been asking me about it. He's like, how do you land that knee? Like, what's the setup?
Yeah. And he got that perfect plumb and just pulled the guy right into it.
Right into the knee. And then I went back and watched it on the recordings that Max had. And the knee was beautiful.
Yeah.
Dropped him with it. So
good.
And that guy was a grappler, wasn't he? So he kept trying to come forward on Damon, just right into the knee.
Right into it, yeah. Like the guy was like just engaging in like the clinch the entire first round. And like the first round is some good back and forth, and like second round just as soon as it started, boom, knee.
Yeah.
Textbook. Who else from here went? Was that it from here?
Adam, Colin, Damon, Vion, Zakia. Was that everyone? Did Will compete? No, Will didn't compete. Do it.
But like he was doing New Breed that day. But like Colin and Damon both had 2 matches. I mean that's why it felt like more. Yeah. But man, once again, dude, just one of those things where I was not only super happy about all the matches that went down because this next generation of fighters is just assassins. Like,
Charlie.
No, we talked about Charlie. Yeah, he had his match. He was hitting like the really good counters on the guy. But man, seeing everyone's skill and how they competed, so good. Like it's so good to see like these other gyms, like all coaches I've come up with, and we're all just trying to figure out how to be better coaches. Kelly and Nunson and I have talked. He runs Battleborn, and he just got like a small floor cage at his gym, and he was like, hey man, you want to do a tussle at my gym? And I went, yes. So now we're looking at like that next thing of like we've got an event coming up May 2nd. Once again, like Tali and I are helping out with matchmaking. We're helping out with the semi-am MMA portion of this card. It's it's for the We Defy Foundation, which is a big support of like veterans and stuff like that. It allows veterans to help get like therapy and training and stuff like that. And they always do like these BJJ like super fight series. So they wanted to add some MMA matches. So we're gonna help kind of like we're like, all right, let's take what we do at the Tussle, take the same rule set and control, and like just play with it at a different gym. We're gonna keep doing events here because I love a good house party. And I'm gonna also look at like with Kelly, it's like okay, let's really look at like we'll do a full like hometown Tussle, but it'll be in High Point, North Carolina.
Nice.
You know, like get the same judges in. Or like, you know, whatever judges are in that area, we can get over there.
Those are going to be fully sanctioned fights? Or like
no, just like what we do. Just like the semi-am, like same rule set, same breakdowns. I feel like the rule set really made it very smooth this time. Not a whole lot of breaking up. Just like, hey, no ground and pound to the head in the first round. And that really just helped the pace of everything, I think. But yeah, the plan is in the future, probably like late spring, maybe early summer, do a tussle over at Battleborn in High Point. Yeah.
Nice. So what's the next event that you're going to be hosting here?
I talked to Emerson and Liz, and we've shown them the forms for like filling stuff out. We're going to set up some college versus college matches.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to try and set up some, like if we can't get a full card of all college versus college matches, like we're going to set up what we can. So you might see some boxing, some kickboxing, some BJJ, some MMA. And we might fill in like a few like undercard matches of like other like tussle matches. So that'll be, I think, a good project for like late April. But I told them, I was like, hey, you're going to be like on deck for like getting these matchups done. And they were like, okay, got it. Like, and I think now we also have like a good just like flow of like the event space as far as like people checking in, doing our raffles, having our vendors here and stuff like that, which is like weird to say because we're just literally running like a small fight night, but it's not a fight. Like it's a tussle. Like it's just a house party, man. Like this is preparation for the real thing. Like same environments. Like you're checking in. We have rules meetings. The other thing, dude, like having the representation of like officials training to be better officials. Like Chris Luter and Daniel Branch have like Chris Luter was already reffing MMA before we did the first tussle, but Daniel Branch wasn't reffing MMA yet. So he's been using the tussles and throwdowns to get that reffing experience, and now he's reffing like all the time. Nice. And they were there to like help train these two guys, Briggs Pittman, and man, people use like Instagram names, and I can't fucking remember a person's like real name sometimes. I always remember their Instagram. Dude, same. I'm such a millennial now, man. Tiller? I don't know. Like his Instagram handle is Tiller, and that might just be his name. Anyway, but like he's training to be an MMA referee.
Roughing events now, like 5-4.
No, so not yet. So Briggs and Tiller, they've both done. Briggs Pittman he refs a lot of jiu-jitsu matches, a lot of super fights, and he needs experience. Like if you want to be an MMA ref, you have to ref MMA. And there was no like real like opportunity for that before, and that's a big focus of these things. So both these guys have done the NC commission like tests and score. They've passed all that stuff, but now they just need the actual hands-on experience. Mm-hmm. So they got to get critical feedback and experience like in the moment. Mm-hmm. And that's what you really need at these events. So that makes me so ecstatic. So I'm going to talk to these guys about getting them on board for the May 2nd event. Mm-hmm. Hey, get that road work in, like get that experience now while you can. And then we also had my buddy Connor was here, and he just like stepped in to be the timekeeper. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hell yeah, man, you're the timekeeper. Like even that helps. Like I want to watch these guys hit each other. I don't want to keep an eye on time, you know. Jason Wingate, who's a local black belt, he was there. He's done the training portion for becoming a judge, not a referee. So he comes in and looks at it as like getting referee experience. And he showed up with this cool ass notebook of like, it was like I forget the name of like what you can call it, but it kind of looks like this is a notebook, but it's like an MMA judge notebook. And so you open it up and it has like red side, blue side, and it has like the spots for writing 10-9, 10-9, and like little places for notes. And I'm like, yes, 100%. I need to hit him up, and I'll probably sit down with Jason, and I want to look at that notebook again and be like, hey man, let's look at some of these matches and go over some notes. Like, I think that's so cool to see, man. I love seeing that stuff. Like that just makes me really happy for the future. Like I've told Al Coley, like I love doing these events because I personally just love watching two people fist fight. If two homeless guys are fighting on New Bern, I am pulling over the side of the road going like, I'm glad I got my snacks with me, dude. Like, hell yeah, let's go. I'll throw them $5, make them keep going at it. But like, I really enjoy just sitting back and watching. And I'm glad, like, for you kids that you guys will now be like, for the next, once again, like I told Al, the next generation is just going to have better referees, better judges, better experience all around. And that's how you really try to like elevate the whole, not just like one person. Like you got to think about elevating the whole scene. The whole scene, yeah. Will, though. And that's like when I start these events, man. Like I tell them, like, we do this for you guys. Yeah. Like for me, it's just like not even a couple. It's like we don't really make money off these. Like they're just fun to do, dude. We do stuff for charity. Like it is just for the future of these kids that want to fight. Yeah. Definitely.
So I'm a little bit more curious about how you matchmake and what your opinions are on matchmaking. So like, what is like for a fighter, what is someone too experienced to fight this guy or not good enough? Like, how do you find the perfect matchmake? So
we can like look at that as like a good example was like Casey Box and Ryder Guerrero out of Carolina Combat Sports. Casey from Shell Shock, and Ryder from Carolina Combat Sports. Like they're a couple years apart. Casey's had a couple kickboxing matches. Still like greener to jiu-jitsu. Then you've got Ryder, who's got more jiu-jitsu heavy background, and he's done like semi-ams. But I've seen him compete, and the kid likes to stand and bang, and I'm like, okay. So like that was one of those things where like you look at experience and stuff like that. I'm like, they kind of fit well within each other. Like, okay, one's a bit more striker, one's a bit more grappler. But this is the kind of environment where like both of these guys have great opportunities to work. And if you guys are both doing MMA the whole time, like you're going to do the right thing. And eventually, like they had to wave it off because like Ryder was kind of just like getting like he wasn't getting hurt, but he was getting a little like overwhelmed towards the end. Like I think like the ref like called it off. But like that match was like so good for Casey being like a kickboxer getting into this. And the same thing for like, you know, where Ryder made it very grappling heavy as it went on, but Casey kept turning it into a kickboxing match. And that's what got him the win at the end. And it's like, damn, like that's what you want to see. Like you kind of just, when you're doing matchmaking, you're looking at the gyms and you're looking at the competitor's experience. And one thing I learned a long time ago from Seth Stevenson is, like, you can't study the fighters when they're amateurs, but you can study the gyms. And I'm like, oh shit. And like that blew my mind. And this is like, that was he told me like over a decade ago. And I went, oh yeah, like that makes a lot more sense because we would try to look at these amateurs, but it's like, dude, you're not going to be the same fighter the next one. Like if they are, well, they're going to have a bad time. But what you really look at like a gym's habits. What does that gym do? How do their competitors compete? What do you see from them?
I noticed that's how you break down. Like when I ask about my opponent during my fight, like for my fights, you'll talk about the gym they're from. What to expect from that gym.
Yeah, and like you can still look at like some stuff. Like, is this person a fast striker? Like, what kind of volume do they have? You can see like little natural habits, but ideally, like, what kind of gym are they from?
Yeah.
Like, are they clinch gym, a punch gym, a kick gym, like a brawl gym? Like, what kind of gym are they?
What would you describe hometown as? Like, let's say you had to fight. You're a
Fucking-
coach at another gym, not hometown, and you have to fight someone from hometown. What are you telling your students fighting a hometown guy?
The feedback I've gotten, and this is more of like just like what I've heard from other coaches that are really good, and like Vic will tell you too, man. Like, it's like, man, we have to be on our shit when we fight you guys, and I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because like they say, like, man, you guys are gonna bring a problem, like, kind of everywhere. Like, our guys don't really get like super blown out of the water in like one area over the other. You know, we're still gonna offer a problem. Like, maybe you've beat us in the first and second, motherfucker, we have a third. You know, and so like people. The best compliment I've gotten from other coaches that are really good, that have fought us and beat us, have been like, man, I've had to tell these guys, like, you got to be on the whole time. Like, you can't take time off. You can't let them create any gaps. Like, if you give like this person 10 seconds of work in that third round, like, they're gonna be on you. Does that make sense? So like, that was like the most flattering compliment I got. Like, they're like, man, you got to be ready everywhere, and you got to be on. Like, you got to be on. Like, you're gonna find out if you're really good at fighting by fighting one of our guys. And I'm just like, stop it, guys. It's you stop. Like, but it's a very flattering compliment. You know, like, you can hear some people talk about other gyms and they're like, oh, that gym has no jiu-jitsu. That gym has no striking. Like, our gym, we got everything. You know, and we're really building like this next crop to be even more like that. Yeah.
Is that what you would also say about hometown? If you were another coach, like, what would you say?
Yeah, dude, get ready to try and beat us everywhere. If you're trying to just beat us on the ground, we're going to beat you on the feet. You try to just beat us on the feet, we're probably going to beat you on the feet or the ground. You better get ready to try and beat us everywhere, because that's what we're trying to do. Like, we like to impose like pressure and fundamentals on people to create openings, so we can force them to make a mistake. Like, so just you better believe you're ready. Like, you know. So yeah, that's how I look at it. You know, and there's been like gaps in the future of like sometimes like, man, the fight could be very even in the striking department, and this person like gets a little bit of like a leeway in the clinch for a little possession. All right, we got to work on that. You know. Maybe like, damn, this person just had really good like wrestling pressure, and like they managed to get through these certain holes and like just kind of make it a stalemate, but they still won. All right, we got to fill these holes. Like, I'm very big on, like, it's always improving everywhere, like, is what the classes are focused on. But then there's still like basis to basis on a student of like, hey, what was your last performance like? What do we need to improve on? Okay, the thing that you did well at, you're going to get better at. The thing you didn't do well at, you're going to get better at. And that's the name of the game. Yeah.
If you look at hometown, would you say what would be like the biggest weakness, or what would be your game plan to beat a hometown student?
I'd say like you'd have to have someone that is a stud wrestler that can just like blast through strikes, blast through takedown defense, and hold us down. You know? I mean, like, or maybe you can get us to stall out like on the wall a bit and we can't get them off the wall. Like, that's like the biggest hole that I can sometimes see is like what kind of physical wrestler is, and that's like the only time we've ever really lost is like maybe someone can just hold us in this one spot a little bit longer, and it's like, fuck, really? Like, that kind of stuff is annoying, but like that's what it is. Or hopefully there's really bad judges sitting ringside for you guys, you know, like
what
that.
About striking wise?
Striking, like, I'll never.
Kickboxing, Muay Thai,
like
MMA, like. You'd say, like, if you had to train a student to fight a hometown guy, we're going to work on our wrestling to try to stop them.
Yeah, but you still have to work, like, hey, you're striking to get to the wrestling and stuff like that. Like, you know, or you're going to have to be like, hey, we're going to have to use this wrestling to create openings for big shots. Like, you better make sure, like, if you're wrestling, like, you're trying to wear us down and attack us and attack us and attack us. Like, you better try and fucking kill our guy. Like, our guy will still be there, you know? And, like, hey, sometimes we get stopped. Like, shit happens. Like, sometimes you've been there. Sometimes you get hit with that shot and you're like, damn it, be like that? And like, I've been there, like, suddenly you're just like, boom, why is this dude counting? Oh, damn, really? Like, sometimes that happens. Like, that is always on the chance in a fight, you know? I haven't really had any of our guys. I'm trying to think, like, the last time we really lost by, like, something like a submission in a fight or from, like, strikes in a fight. Like, for MMA especially, like, if we lose in MMA fights, it's a decision. Sometimes, like, there's a small criteria, or there's, like, I hate saying it, bad judging. I feel like I sound like a sore loser when I say we have bad judging calls, but like, that happens everywhere still. And that's like one of those things where I'm like, either we got out wrestled or we had bad judging. Like, for MMA striking, man, I've never seen any of our guys really get pieced up. Like Muay Thai fights to Muay Thai fights, like that's a different world because you're just doing strikes. Easier to get pieced up in a Muay Thai fight sometimes or a kickboxing match. Sometimes those other teams can find like good openings, like those are like world-class gyms, you know, guys that are fighting internationally. But yeah, I'd say like if you're trying to beat us, like I mean, just try to beat us on the cards. Like, or yeah, hey, do still try to knock us out. Please do it. Maybe you'll land that shot. Our guys are gonna have a good jab. Our guys are gonna have a good counter. Our guys are gonna have good range. Maybe you win by that knockout. Yeah, like I just believe like our MMA program is rock solid, and it's getting better too.
Yeah.
You know, I think our guys do so well with MMA just because we're always covering these bases like of the X factor, like covering the unknown, like just be ready for everything. I think it's definitely way easier to lose a pure grappling match or a pure striking fight.
Yeah,
it's way harder to lose a pure MMA fight with us.
Why?
Just because of how we're covering bases.
Yeah.
Like how we're like, and it comes from like top to bottom of like when you see our new guys like transitioning from striking to grappling to striking. Some of these guys are hitting level, like they're hitting those transitions so well. And that stuff, like, I don't, like me as a coach, man, like I've heard some coaches say, you need to teach fighters to go for the knockout when they're new. And I'm like, why? So they can also get knocked out? Like, fuck that. Like, I'm going to teach my guys how to fight. I'm going to teach my guys how to fight and win all 3 rounds. I'm going to teach my guys how to impose themselves. I'm going to teach my guys how to do damage. I'm going to teach my guys how to take control and stay safe. Because I don't want my guy to win his debut and then have to take 6 months off because he's so dinged up. Like sometimes slobber knockers happen in a fight. Like, cool, hell yeah. Like you've been covered in blood after a fight. And it was still like that fight was still going your way the entire time. Like, cool. Yeah. That's yeah, man, I feel like we just really kind of hit the bases on like we're gonna fight everywhere. Like when we do MMA, like it's always MMA.
Yeah.
We're not doing kickboxing. We're not doing wrestling. We're not doing jiu-jitsu. We're doing MMA here. We're all like MMA class is all MMA.
Yeah.
Everything is MMA related, and I think that's why the guys here are like hitting those transitions so well, and that's what allows you to find openings for finishes, openings for submissions, openings for stoppages. When our guys do win via stoppage in MMA, like it's either a submission or it's from like the ref having to call it off, like maybe not a flat line, but we're just wearing on that person. We've dropped them and we're just like, like not getting reckless. Like you see it, someone drops someone and they get reckless in that follow-up, and now they've put themselves to even.
Yeah, I think that was like Jai Herbert against Ilya, like head kicked him and then ran in, got taken down.
Right. Yeah. What if he just stayed back and jabbed? Yeah. Just threw a front kick up the middle and hit him in the face again.
Yeah, exactly.
Jai Herbert could be on his way to a title shot.
Yeah, could have been. So
coulda, shoulda, woulda.
So,
and instead, Jai Herbert got stopped and had to take like 8 months off after that knockout because that was bad. Dude, that body head, Ilya's like body head, so good on that fight.
God, yeah.
That
was a brutal shot.
I think that's another thing here is like we take the concepts from like Muay Thai and kickboxing and boxing of attacking the body.
Yeah.
You don't see that many MMA gyms like attacking the body like we do.
Yeah.
Like we're all hitting each other in the head and legs, yeah, but we are really attacking people's bodies.
Yeah, because even like when I sparred boxing with Damon and got hit on the head, like, it didn't like really deter me and be like should I slow down? Like no, I was like, all right, he hit me, now I'll keep my hands
That's
up.
what you sign up for. Yeah.
Exactly. But to the body, like I was doing MMA sparring and Damon to the body with the body kick and it landed clean and then again and I was like, all right,
let me
slow down.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you're talking about your sparring rounds from last night?
Yeah.
Dude, he hit some of those body kicks and that was like the first time I've seen like a real reaction from you from a body shot and I was like, ooh, but then you gave it like right back, yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it just landed so quick.
I saw it as his toes caught you.
Yeah.
He threw that body kick and like his toes like just sunk in. And that's when I saw your whole demeanor change. But then like you did the right thing. Yeah. You went like you didn't stand there and try to swing back heavy. That's when you get hurt. Like you went back to range, then you attacked his body right back, and you're like, no, fuck you. You stay right the fuck there. Like,
after the round, I was like,
dude, you guys dabbed it up. I loved the energy you guys had after that. Yeah.
And after he hit me with those body kicks, I just wanted to stay at range, and then I threw some hard teeps that Tony dug in.
And you got him to step into those because he was like hunting back to that space, and he was like, okay, you can be right there for a second. Yeah.
Good back and forth, and like kind of knowing. Like, okay, I'm hurt, so now you don't want to rush in, you don't want to look hurt, and kind of like being able to find the shots to the body. Like whenever I get hurt, I'm like trying to go to their body, not their head.
Yeah, if you're hurt, like because it's like I tell people when you swing at someone's head when you're hurt, you become really open and you don't realize it. You got to be tight to throw to the body, like no matter what. Like having that composure when you get hurt.
Yeah, and it's a way bigger target too. Like,
dude, it's such a huge target. The head is not that big compared to the body.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like 8 of Anisha's heads right in there. Like, yeah.
So I go to the body a lot. So you're saying that other gyms don't really go to the body too much in MMA. They're head hunting, looking for the knockout, like the highlight reel.
A lot of people looking for the knockout. Like, and I think about, like, you know, and this is just us fighting 3-minute rounds. When you look at like 5-minute rounds, spend the first 2-3 minutes of the round really attacking that body. The head's going to be really easy to find at the end of that first round, or going into that second and third. Yeah.
So the knockout is created by going to the body first.
Stoppages, yeah, 100%. Go to that body, go to the legs. That lines up the head. Yeah. So like every time we do hit the head, like it's not the most forced punch. It's very natural, offline. Get him to step into it, boom, and it does a lot of damage with very little work. Smarter, not harder, man.
For amateurs, you don't really like encourage us to go for the knockout, especially newer guys.
But, you need to go for the finish.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference between going for the knockout and going for the finish. I think when you're an amateur and you've got like shorter timed rounds, you should really be looking at going for the finish by making that person quit, making him wilt, keeping that volume on them. Like when you attack that body, then you hit them in the head, their soul just goes, I'm good. I'm going to get a slice of pizza. I'm out. And then they quit. That's just something I preach. Like you're still teaching that person how to finish. So then now when you fight guys with more experience, you're creating openings. Like you know this method works. All right, this other person's going to be on that shit. They're going to try and finish you too. Maybe this person attacks you everywhere. Great. Awesome. We also have other guys that will attack everywhere. So now like our offense and our defense are creating counters and openings. So now as like the fight goes on, like either longer rounds or more rounds, we find more openings for that stoppage. Maybe that person gives it to us in the first round. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
I just try to preach my guys, like, don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
You got to be on your toes when you're fighting. You got to have good habits. The good habits get you ahead. And that's just one thing that you get from having like an MMA gym like owned and run by like a striking coach. Does that make sense? Because you even see like Adam, like, you know, he loves Muay Thai, but he still has a very like complete approach to MMA. Like I understand concepts, but I'm also like a dog ass like 20-year white belt. And I hear Adam talking, I'm like, yeah, he sounds like I actually paid attention in jiu-jitsu. Shit, that's why I love having him here, man. We have a lot of the same like thoughts and approaches. I like that he's a southpaw and I'm naturally orthodox. We work well off of each other really well. Yeah. So I love having him here to help kind of fill that gap.
Yeah. So what about when people start like getting into like pro or like thinking about going pro? Do you start game planning for a knockout when there's footage on the other guy? Like at what point
it depends. Like even still, like if that person had a lot of amateur fights, are we finding footage on them? Even I think when a person is still green at being a pro, that person should still be evolving to each fight. Yeah. So once again, you're preparing for that gym. You're just preparing for if you're competing, you're preparing for the professional version of that gym. And that's what I still look at. Like, you know, by the time you go pro, like, hey, this will give us more time and windows to use more weapons. We have more time to find shots and create openings. Like that first round is to give feedback to the coaches as well. If you see this person maybe has like that habit of like highlight reels, we expect this person to chase that highlight reel still. And that could be our opening, like something to look out for. But we're not exactly going to game plan to everything around this one thing this person might do.
Yeah.
Okay, we know this person is going to try and do this.
Yeah.
Or we know they've gotten a knockout from this. Or they have good knockouts along the wall. So let's make sure we're not along the wall. Yeah. And it's simple kind of stuff like that. Or if we go to that wall, what do we do to make sure we can keep space, counter, and get offline?
Yeah.
Little things like that. It's not exactly like, I don't talk about like a guaranteed knockout. I talk about like we can guarantee a connection. Hopefully that follow-up before, like that strike before the follow-up, like gave us a good like hole in the armor to like punch it through. Like a good knockout should not be like a lot of like hard overexerted work. It should be just like a boom, boom. Damn, I feel like I barely just clean shot.
Yeah.
Keep it tight. Keep it right. Make the mistake. You find the opening. Easy work. Yeah. Like a good knockout feels really unsatisfying because it's like you didn't hit anything and you're like, man, like you want to feel like hand to go through bone. Like it's sadistic, but it feels good. Like, fuck yeah, I want to do it. But it doesn't always get you the result that you want. You know, time and place for it. There's a time and place, like, oh, that person has an opening, and you're in that right point. Oh, yeah, big bet. Whoa! And you'll get that knockout. Or you'll at least get that person the fucking, like, stanky leg. Yeah. Like, you've hurt people, and then you're like, all right, let me stay on them. Like, just because a person's hurt doesn't mean, like, the finish is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be able to recover.
And then like you get a bit more experience, you start recognizing when the other person's hurt. And it's the coach's job to teach you good instincts and good follow-up habits to recognize the openings. It's just like teaching a kid how to hunt. You got to teach them how to look through like all the brush until they
until they find it.
Until they find it, yeah.
So does prep as a new amateur bodybuilder pro, new pro, and like a high-level pro, like fight camp prep?
Yeah, like then you think about like high levels, man, that's different. Like there's set patterns of things that work that we know this person's going to do very well. And at the high level, you have a lot more footage, and a lot more data, and a lot more certainties, I think. I think that's where it becomes different of like looking at film studies at like the higher level. And I mean, and that's within like, you know, after let's say like 5, 6, 7 like pro fights, like those are habits that person's going to take with them like to the UFC.
Yeah. But then you're going to start doing more.
And then you can start doing more film breakdown, like be like, okay, or like, and you can even look at like their first couple pro fights to their most recent fights, like is there a hole? Is there a mistake they made then that they could make now that you might recognize? And you got to catch those little patterns. Yeah. But like when you're an amateur, man, like you really can't, like unless that person has like 100 amateur fights, okay, you can look at the last 10 or 12, 15. Not the first 100, like not the first 20, I mean. Yeah.
It'd be a good question to ask Evan, because as a pro and like training with those guys out in Ohio, right? Or
Evan Arredondo? Oh, he was out in Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah.
Has like some good.
But he's also been like to like TriStar. He's been to Renzo Gracie in New York City. He's like been all over. Yeah. So yeah, he has like he said he's down to hop on an episode. I'd love to hear him like. I'd love to pick his brain about like how he views it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would love to know how he prepares for fights and how those like really high level guys prepare for fights.
Yeah.
Because yesterday after training, I was going home and I saw Ilya did a live stream with this live streamer, Aiden Ross. You know who that is?
Really? He did a live stream with? I mean, I know who Aiden Ross is, but I don't know really anything. I know he's famous for talking on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I watched it because Ilya was there, and Ilya talked about how when he prepares for a fight, he'll like, watch his opponent and he'll see, okay, like what does his opponent like to do, and he'll rep like a drill 100 times to counter that over and over and over again. And I thought to myself, like that's interesting. Like that could be something I do. Like,
but it's also when you hear Ilya talk about. I like what Ilya talks about, where he's like, when I'm doing boxing, I'm boxing.
Yeah.
When I'm doing like that teaches you. Like how to repeat good habits over and over. Like if you kind of always do MMA, you're watering it down. To be good at MMA, you have to pick up, and it's like but like those habits are also in boxing. Those habits are in Muay Thai. Those habits are in Jiu-Jitsu. How do you defend the armbar? You defend it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
How do you hit good? Like how do you find your favorite answer off of a slip? You slip 1,000 jabs. What feels best, here or here? Here or offline and fire? And you start going like, what feels best for me when this person does that?
Yeah, and just getting the reps in.
100%. I like how like simple Ilya makes it, and it just looks so complicated as well. Like he trains so simply, he trains hard, he trains right, and it's like when he's doing everything in a fight, like it just looks very basic and fundamental. I'm like, like to each their own. But like Ilya found out, like I think he might talk about he threw more kicks when he was an amateur, and now he's like, oh, these bad boys do the work. Still throws kicks. Now his kicks help set up his hands.
Yeah.
So
mainly the calf kick.
His calf kick, dude. That's his biggest. He throws like a front kick every now and then, but like now he knows he's like, oh yeah, these bad boys can fucking knock someone out. So he'll set it up for that. But it's a lot of trial and error to get there.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like as an amateur, you try all these different things, and like exactly what you were saying. When you become a pro, those habits get more concrete. People find what works for them, then you can game plan for that person.
All you guys are learning the same thing in class. You're all executing it for you though.
Yeah.
And you'll even hear me say at the end of a class, I'm like, look,